What's going on, everyone? I'm Encore. This is Tomorrow Never Comes, and this video is all about Blockchain Futurist Conference here in Toronto, Canada. And I want to quickly go over things I like, things I don't like, and just for the record, I left early. Not because the conference isn't good. It's just there are certain things I had to do, and timing was an issue. Let's put it that way. Timing was an issue, so I had to leave early. I wasn't there. I wasn't able to stay. It's still ongoing now. So I wasn't able to stay for the nightcap, the mingling, the lounge portion of it and all that. So keep that in mind, okay? But let's go with things I do like. Actually, you know what? Let's go with things I don't like. Let's start there. Or didn't like. So one, the location was nice once you're there. For those of you who do know the area, it's at the docks. So being at the actual venue on the waterfront, great location, great weather, that was perfect, okay? But getting to the venue was an absolute nightmare. Okay? Now, most conferences, easily accessible, a lot of transportation going there, and they picked the one place where that was not the case. There's no subway going there, and there's so much construction happening in and around that area that we actually had two Uber drivers. The first Uber driver pulls up and we get in. We said, "Hey, that's where we're going." And he's like, "Actually, no, you know what? Cancel this trip. I already just went there and it took me a half hour to go 1 kilometer." So he actually said no to us after sitting in his car. So that wasn't a great experience. Call another one after a while. And the conference actually promoted that there's a water taxi available. Couldn't find that. The water taxis that were around the company said we don't go there. So that didn't pan out. Called another Uber, and the guy says, "Okay, I'll take you there." Looks at the directions, then he's like, "Oh, no. That's 30 minutes one way. I'll drop you off, a little bit ways up, but I'm not going to take you the whole way." So we ended up walking. Thankfully, the weather wasn't too bad, but it took about 20 minutes, 25 minutes or so. Well, where he dropped us off was maybe about 15 minutes. But on the way back, we walked the entire distance back to the subway, and it took about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So not a bad walk. We got some exercise, okay? But in terms of just getting to a venue where you just want to get to where you want to get to, not a great experience, okay? So that's one thing. Two, it all depends on why you're going. Great venue if you want to consume crypto content. Absolutely fabulous event. So if you want to sit in the seats, if you want to listen to the speakers, they had 2 stages, so 2 floors. Great, well done venue, well set up actually, and they had booths in there as well. So a lot of good crypto content. However, myself, I'm going there really as an investor looking for potential projects. Now that's still available. I met some fabulous people there, some by happenstance, some actively. And so that worked out well. So that's not a problem. But in terms of having a separation of, or at least a distinction of, hey, this is who I am. I'm a founder. I'm a investor. None of that's there. So everyone's just kind of milling around. Okay. So I guess a little bit more active in order to find what you're looking for. Okay. But like I said, for crypto content, just as a crypto conference, beautifully done. Okay. So what else didn't I like about it? You know what? That's mainly it. Really, that's mainly it. Okay, so let's dive into what I did like about it. Like I said, being at the docks, actual dock, the harbor front, by the water with great weather, beautiful. Okay, they had a VIP section, which included that. That was nicely done. I would say that they had quality projects or companies or protocols at the actual booths themselves. So that was a plus. Great speakers, that's a plus, okay? And the biggest plus is that it's in my backyard in Toronto, okay? So all of that said, I don't know what the evening portion looks like, which is probably where there's more activity, obviously more networking, more mingling, more what I want and what I'm seeking. So that'll be something that's done tomorrow. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated there. But overall, I think is a great thing to do. I just don't like the location. I don't. I think travel is a big thing, and it's a nightmare to get in and out of there. So that's no fault of their own. There's a lot of constructions there, so no fault of their own. But I did see BitBoy Crypto there on stage. Actually, when we walked in, he was on stage. For me, it's very difficult to be at these conferences and consume the content. I'd rather be speaking to the people there, because not very often are you in an environment that has your crypto tribe. I mean, everyone there is, either founding a company or, heavy in the space, whether as a user, as a founder, investor, all these different things are happening. So I just enjoy speaking to people. So sitting and listening to content, not really my thing. Okay, not really my thing. So I love it. I can't wait for tomorrow. I do believe Vitalik is here. Vitalik Buterin, the co-founder of Ethereum. So, maybe I listen to him. I've never seen him or never heard him speak live. So that may be something. But overall, content's not really my thing to consume there. So let's see. I'm excited. I want to see how it is tomorrow. I'm prepared tomorrow for a nice walk. Oh, what else did I like there was the food. For anyone who's in the VIP, section or category, food was plenty. Food was well done. They had a VIP section too, a lounge where there's constant food and coffee and all that. But I'll say this: one of the good things about this venue also was that even if you weren't in the VIP, there's tons of drinks accessible and coffee and like all this kind of stuff. For those of you who don't know, the Docks is a nightclub, really, and they repurposed it to have this venue. I think it's beautiful. Great idea. Just bad timing with construction. That's it. So if you guys are watching this video, if you're in Toronto and you guys are going to be attending or are attending this Blockchain Futurist Conference, come hit me up. Love to meet up. Love to chit chat. I'll see you guys tomorrow for sure. All right. So guys, remember, tomorrow never comes. Hit up a conference. Okay. It's very important to go to these conferences, to experience it. Even if you just want to consume content, great place to be. But even as someone who wants to mingle and network, it's such an amazing experience to see. Like, do you want to do 10, 15 minutes with somebody as a conversation and move on to the next? Right? It depends what your goals are. Do you get sucked into 45-minute, hour conversations and then there's no takeaway from that for you? All these things you get to play with, that's kind of like the lab. And you get to experiment what works for you and what doesn't. And beyond that, you just connect with great people. Very enthusiastic, very intelligent people who are looking towards the future. All right, so if you haven't hit a conference, even if you have, hit another one, okay, if you possibly can. All right, so take action, invest in yourself today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.